हेलो दोस्तों, जैसा कि हमारी इंडियन टीम पहुंच चुकी है ऑस्ट्रेलिया में और बस 2 डेज़ बाद हम लोगों का पहला T20 मैच है, तो उस पर रोहित शर्मा का इंटरव्यू। प्लीज़ लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब। तो अपना वीडियो हम लोग ऑन करते हैं, क्या रोहित शर्मा ने कहा और उसको सुनते हैं।
Yeah, if I look at the limited overs leg last time when we were here, especially talking about the T20s, we did pretty well here. We won 3-0. Yes, it is challenging for all our batsmen when we come around here. But again, I think most of the guys have come to Australia before. There are a couple of guys who have not been here. So they understand the condition. Of course, their bowling attack will challenge us whichever format we play. But as a batting unit, we are prepared to face that challenge. But again, the reason we came down a few days early here is because just to get used to the bounce. Brisbane, if I may say so, probably the fastest pitch in Australia. I have not played at Perth, the new stadium. But Brisbane, whenever we played here, it has always challenged us as a batting unit. So as a batting unit, we were ready to accept that, and this time around we want to change our fortunes and come out with some exceptional performance. It's not going to be that easy, but we understand that. But we've got quality in our group. Yeah, I've had my time, good times in Australia playing white ball cricket. I've always enjoyed coming here. Firstly, in Australia, it's a great place to play cricket. Your performance is always appreciated, and when you're not performing, that is being appreciated too. But again, having said that, the bounce sometimes, when you play in places like Brisbane, Perth, the good bounce allow us to play my game because I've grown up playing on cement pitches back home. So I always enjoy coming here. The first time I remember I came here in 2007, had a good time. So I've done well in limited overs, but the challenge obviously is red ball cricket, which right now I'm not thinking of. We just want to do well in the T20 format and then take it from there where we go. Yeah, I saw a little bit of it. Again, it was a shortened game, 10 overs. You can't really make too much out of it. 10 overs is not a long time. 20 overs obviously is not a long time, but still 10 overs is even half the game that you are thinking of playing. So, see, Australia will always be dangerous without a doubt. So we got to be prepared for it. Right now, all we're thinking is how we can improve as a team and how we can perform as a unit, because that will be important. In places like Australia, you need the whole unit to perform, a whole unit to come together. So that is what is our focus. We don't need few individuals to step up. We need a whole lot of guys to come up and put their hand up at different occasions and take up the challenge, because it's not going to be that easy, like I said. So we need everyone to step up and make it count. And of course we've got some quality bowlers as well, in particularly spinners. So we'll try and challenge their batsmen with our spinners. But let's see how it goes. They still have quality batting lineup, which will be challenged. So let's see how we go about that. It's either Perth or Brisbane. India has always either played at Perth or Brisbane. So this time around, I think we're playing at Perth, not Brisbane. The last time we played at Brisbane, but not Perth. But again, those two conditions is obviously very challenging. And with Australians, especially, they have got tall bowlers who extract those conditions and use it to their advantage. Indian batsmen generally are not that tall, so obviously it's not that easy for us. But again, all the guys are quite determined to change things around this time. Like I said, it will be a challenge, but we're ready to accept that challenge. Of course, whenever we travel outside India, there is always a special feeling, and especially in Australia, it's one place that we want to leave our mark and do well as a unit. The last time we played Test series here, although we lost 2 games and we drew 1 game, but I thought there were a few close games being played, especially at Brisbane. I think we gave them a target of 140, which they chased it after losing 6 wickets. It was a close game, but again, we want to make it count this time around. There's a real good feeling inside the groups in all three formats. So different individuals will obviously take places in different format, but again, the motive of the team is to just try and seize all the moments and try and win tournaments. When you do well in places like Australia, etc., etc., you feel good as a team, and thinking about the World Cup ahead, it can only give you confidence winning in places like Australia.
सो ये इंडियन कैप्टन वाइस कैप्टन सॉरी पिछले सीरीज़ में इन्होंने कैप्टनसी की थी और ये अभी वाइस कैप्टन इंडिया के। तो ये ऑस्ट्रेलिया पहुंच चुके हैं और इनसे काफ़ी उम्मीदें रहेंगी इस बार ये इंडिया के लिए अच्छा खेलें और 100 मारें T20 में, जैसा कि पिछली बार उन्होंने क्लीन स्वीप किया था। इस बार भी होप रहेगी कि हम क्लीन स्वीप करेंगे ऑस्ट्रेलिया को और रोहित शर्मा से 100 आएंगे और T20 में 7th रैंक में पहुंच चुके हैं। इस बार शायद टॉप कर जाएं ये अपने विराट कोहली, किंग कोहली एंड रोहित मैन शर्मा से होप रहेगी लोग अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस देंगे और हम इंजॉय करेंगे। तो दोस्तों प्लीज़ लाइक, सब्सक्राइब एंड शेयर। मैं अपने वीडियो को यहीं पे एंड करता हूँ। ये रोहित शर्मा का इंटरव्यू था हिटमैन शर्मा का।